Okay, family. Today I'm making some tea that I use to help keep my immune system up, not just in the wintertime, but year round. Very simple ingredients that's readily available in any store. So I had to make some today, so I figured I'd bring you guys along with me to show you how I make mine. And you can mix and match, omit some of these things. And this is just the elderberry tea, but it has other items in it other than elderberry. So what I have right here is, this is 2/3 cup of dried elderberry. You could use more, you can use less. Normally I just do a handful or whatever, but for the purposes of being somewhat accurate for this video, I decided to use a measuring cup. So this 2/3 cup of dried elderberry. And I also add to mine, this is allspice. It's, if I had to measure, I think it's about a half a tablespoon. If I'm counting, it's usually maybe 20 allspice berries. Okay. I also put clove in there. Same thing with the clove. Clove is typically maybe a teaspoon or half a teaspoon. If you had to count, maybe 20 clove. You can, add or take away as your taste buds like. Okay. This is dried oregano. This is a tablespoon of dried oregano. This is a tablespoon of dried thyme. And all of these have very specific medicinal properties. I'm not going to go over them. If you guys like to look it up, you can. And this right here, this is sour sop leaves. If you're in the Caribbean or the islands, you know about this. Also South Florida, wherever it's tropical. This is sour sop, and that's sour sop leaves. I'm going to put 3 of those in here. These are golden seal twigs, sticks, roots, or whatever. I don't know if you guys can see, it looks a little golden on the inside. These are small, so I'm going to put 2 in there. Break them up. Sometimes I don't break them, like this is kind of hard. See that golden color in there? Golden seal. I add cinnamon sticks. These are small, so I'm adding 3. Okay. I also add anise, star anise, however you want to pronounce it. Typically, I will count these out, but I only have a little bit left in this container, so I'm just going to pour all of those in there. I love this flavor. This also has medicinal properties rather. And you can look that up. Again, star anise. I got this from my local farmer's market here. And I almost forgot one more thing that I put in. Hold on. And these right here, this is black pepper. Black peppercorn. Please look it up. And that's a tablespoon of that. Again, you can add these, omit a lot of them if you like. And another thing I like to do, you don't have to do it because it's a tea in and of itself. I have tied together, this is 2 bags of organic green tea. Just tie them together, drop those in. And then this is 2 bags of Newman's black tea. Just regular black tea. Put that in there. All good things. And because I have fresh ginger on hand, and I like the flavor of ginger, you can use that as well. I typically just shave the skin off, which I should have did this beforehand, so to save a lot of time. But I don't worry about chopping it up finely, because once this has finished, I just put it through a strainer and just take it out. So, again, We have elderberry, about 2/3 cup. We have 3 small cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon of your choice. I'm not into the Ceylon and this is the best one and that's the best one. Get whatever you can find if you like to use. I've also used cinnamon powder, so whatever you have. You don't have to go out and get it. All of these ingredients, and again, everybody's taste buds are different. Again, so I got right here, I just peeled a nub of ginger, put that in. If I had turmeric, I would put that in too. Okay, it's just that easy. So 2/3 cup of elderberry, a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of thyme, 3 cinnamon sticks, about 20 star anise or to taste, 20 cloves, 20 cloves, 20 allspice berries, which equates to about a tablespoon of black peppercorn, golden seal, which you may not be able to find. Okay, 3 small soursop leaves, 2 green tea bags, 2 black tea bags, ginger, and that's it. And I usually add water to cover and let it boil and simmer. And this is filtered water through a Berkey. And I think this is a liter pan. And that's it, guys. And this tea is so flavorful. If you like the flavors of star anise, which has a licoricey flavor, you have the spice of the cinnamon, the spice of the clove. I think it's a very, very nice tea, especially for the fall winter time, because we like that spiciness. But I do drink this year round. We do not sweeten it. We do not sweeten it, but I'll tell you later at the end of the video how I drink mine. So I'll bring you back once it's ready. Okay, it has been, I brought it to a boil. It boiled and has been simmering, or I just turned it down to a simmer for about 20 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool down, and then I'll be able to strain it. Probably won't be until late tonight or early tomorrow that it'll be cool enough for me to strain it and put it in my container so that I can put it in the refrigerator. But as you can see, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tea. And the smell is absolutely... Okay, family, I'm back. My camera died on me. But I was saying that it boiled, came to a boil and simmered, and I turned it off, and the smell is really nice. It smells cinnamony, you know, kind of the smells of fall. But I just wanted you to see this nice deep red amber color that is brought out from the berries and the cinnamon, I'm sure, but it's a beautiful color. Took about 30 minutes tops. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cool off, and then I'll be able to strain it and bottle it up. But one good thing about this is, if you want, you could probably do another boil of the ingredients in here. Maybe once, when I do this sometimes, strain it off and maybe add maybe another 2 quarts of water, and do another boil. This is still pretty good. Pretty good. And what I typically do, we don't sweeten it. What I typically do is, I may get, it all depends on what I have going on, but I typically get maybe like 1 ounce, maybe a shot glass of it, and I'll take it, and because it's not sweetened and you can taste that bitterness of the elderberry, I will wash it down with maybe some lemonade, and it's just store-bought lemonade or whatever, or I'll put that 1 ounce of tea in a glass and pour the lemonade over it. So it's like a nice drink. It gives it a flavor and some sweetener without adding the sugar. You can absolutely heat this up, add a little honey, maybe some lemon juice, and have you a nice hot cup of tea, whether for breakfast or in the evening as you're winding down, or whatever time of day that you prefer. But I prefer usually to take about 1 ounce per day, and that's good enough for me. But this is what I use in order to help me stay healthy, keep my immune system boosted. I told you guys the items that were in there, and you can look up the properties that they have on their own. But I will leave the recipe in a description if you like, and I may or may not have any links to some of the products that I have. But if I do, I'll put the links in the description along with the recipe, and I'll show you an end of what it looks like bottled up once it cools off.